All right, good morning, traders. Now the SPY dropped down pre-market, started climbing back up right here, but I'm pretty skeptical on it going any higher. I think it's going to continue to pull back. See, good Lord, ours is all the way at $10. That's a little crazy. Oh, if I can type a ticker symbol there. What's going on right now? Okay. I don't know if PGN is alright. Got ears possibly popping up as well. Looks like a lot of the volume is on EYES on eyes here. Yeah, SPY starting to drop. I pretty much expect it to continue to drop, so that's going to make... Yeah, look at that upper shadow. Let me go to a 2-minute chart. There was a bit of a double bottom there. That eyes broke out of, but coming right back down. Because the SPY dropping. GameStop looks about the same as eyes. Some strong support at 850 on EYS. Good morning, One Life. If it comes down to that, maybe it could be a potential play. But you can see that was resistance back through here, held up as support so far. Keep an eye on EYES. See, OPGN just shooting straight up here. Breaking through the 200-day. We're trying to. It's got to break 275. May start to break here. But I would not want to buy it just going straight up like this. I'm going to give that a few minutes to shake itself out as well. Yeah, I was just looking at OPG and that's what I was saying. I mean, it's coming up to this resistance right now and trying to break, but at 200 days is going to be pretty strong. Well, we got a little bit of a double top here. Bam, dropping right back down. Nasty drop there. Back down at 250. I don't like this double top now. I mean, it's definitely is a possible play. It's just got a bit of resistance ahead of it. Well, not a bit of resistance, but a decent amount. $250 holds up. I may go here if it starts breaking up here. Yeah, I'm going. Oh, I didn't get filled. I didn't let go of the button in time. I don't know what happened, but I was holding the buy button down. Damn. I didn't click it hard enough. Yeah, I feel like I missed that right now. So I'm gonna let that do its thing, but it's a good breakout there over 200. Or over the 200-day moving average, I'm sorry. Coming up to 3. Should get held up at 3. May start making a flag, but also could break through 3. I'm going to give that a second. A few minutes here, because I feel kind of dumb that I missed it. EYES. Being pushed back. Trying to push back to 10. I'm going here on EYES. Ooh, God. Boy, that was a big delay in that market fill. Got filled at 10.16 and I should have got filled at like 10.05. See a bunch of selling at 10.50 here. See if we can break through that selling. A lot of selling at 10.50. They're trying to take it out, but it is. Oh, we just got halted. Alright, so we just got halted on the way up. It looked like there was a lot more selling than buying, so that's one of them weird halts that's not normal. I don't know exactly what that means, if when this is going to come out of it, but you can see, look at all this selling. The buying must have been, well, no, this is just a ton of selling. Weird. Very weird. Yeah, see it. A ton of people dumping shares at 10.50. But the price didn't drop at all. So we'll see what this does when it comes out of this halt. I'm looking at EYE. Well, I'm in MNIs, EYES. Good morning, Jamie. Got in about right here. I was looking for this little U-shaped break. Got halted moving up, but halted on a lot of selling volume. So I'm not exactly sure where this is going to come out at. This is gonna gap down, or yeah, it's halted right. It's halted right now. I'm just trying to figure out where we're gonna come out at. That's my concern. Because of it being halted, moving upwards, but halted on selling volume. It's not a normal halt. SPY's trying to rebound. So we'll see when this opens up, when it does. Yeah, Friday ended up making a huge move. I was surprised later in the day when I checked and saw it was up around like $7. I was like, damn, man, that one really ripped hard. Which you wouldn't think is as red as a mark as it was Friday. I definitely did not think we'd see any rips that big. It got halted just because too much volume at once. There was, like, if you look at the time and sales, there was a whole ton of sellers trying to sell at 1050. And normally, I mean, this is a really weird halt on the way up. But you can get halts anytime that a stock gets so much volume that the market makers can't keep up with matching orders. So I don't know if this is going to gap down out of this, because we were moving up. We had good momentum moving up. But with all that selling that happened right there at 1050, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to cause it to gap down or what's going to happen. This is a very uncommon halt. Usually if you're getting halted to the upside, it's because of too much buying. Oh, here we're back open up. Let's see if it starts running again. There we go. Beautiful. All the way up to 11. See if it really gets going here and breaks the leg. There we go. Very nice. Looks like we're going to test 11 here. Very nice. It's trying to push above 11. If it pushes above 11, it's going to start taking off again. So it's got to hold 11. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're starting to move again. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. We're ripping hard right now. Oh, all the way up to 12. We're going to break 12. Oh, we might break 12 here. We're pushing. Oh, I think we're about to get halted again. Oh no, we're still pushing all the way up to 1240. That's a double top. I'm gonna lock it out. So I'll take that win right there. A little 1840 win. That double top right there is a little sketchy. It could keep climbing, but I'll take it. I mean, I was in at 1016. It ran all the way up to 1245. That's over $2 rip. So, oh, and it is still pushing up, but I'll take it. Small little win. No YOLO. I wasn't YOLOing it. I was just waiting for it to see. I was just following the momentum. Through this candle right here, there was no reason to lock out yet. But as soon as this candle opened right there and it looked like a double top, I'm hopping out in case it comes down. Because it could have easily just dropped and still could easily just drop. But I'll take the small little win. My euphoria started to scare you. No, I didn't have any euphoria. I knew exactly what I was doing the whole time on this. I was staying disciplined. But there's no really way to make a profit target up here because there's no resistance back there. So my profit target was whenever the green stopped being green. But nice little U-shaped breakout there. Caught that right there. Nice little area in that 1016. And it still could keep ripping. I don't doubt it at all. But like I said, this little double top here, that's what scared me out. I'm not going to hold for it to turn around. There it goes. Yeah, all the way up to 13. Yeah, it was definitely a big move. It was $2. It was $2 a profit a share. I just only had 10 shares, but yeah, it was a very nice rip, and it's still ripping, and it may continue to rip as well. It's hard. I mean, here's the thing. It's hard to say how far this can go because we really don't know. Yeah, and this chart back here is too ugly to even tell anything off of. Whoops. But there is a trend line too on EYES. The trend lines, so this is way off the trend line. So there's the trend line there. It's still getting held up at 13. Looks like it's trying to flag here. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Let's see how this candle closes here. There would be your flag. I may try a little scalp again on this. In this flag. I'm going. Let's see if it can push up over 13 here out of this flag. So we get filled 1276. Oh, there we go. Little pop starting to pop out of 13. Let's see if this volume comes in and pushes it up again. Still getting held up a little bit. Well, now we're starting. Ooh, maybe a little bit of sound on 1320. There we go. The 1350. I'm gonna take that scalp there. So nice little quick scalp out of that little flag there for just a little bit more profit. It very well could keep running, but I didn't like the way it got slowed down at 1350. Oh, there it goes. Now it's starting to rip harder. So that little delay made me jump out, but that's okay. Still another little profit. I mean, It's about a 50-cent scalp out of that flag there. Looks like it may try to break 14 here. Green is good. You are right, my friend. It wasn't a big win, but my plan was a little scalp out of this flag because I just don't know how much more this can run. So ready to lock in something, then risk holding it too long. So not bad so far today. Trading eyes twice. I'm starting to break out some more here. Alright guys, give me just a minute or two here. I'm going to take a quick little breather after those 2 quick trades. So much numbers. There's lots of numbers in the stock market for sure. All right. So it got held up at 1483 there. Yep. Yep. Exactly what One Life is saying. It's not a big win dollar wise, but I mean, getting $2 a share, even if I mean that's a pretty big rip. And then I even got about 30, 40. I got I don't know, it was from 30 to 50 cents more a share. So that's like, we'll just say 250 a share. That's a pretty good size, because if I was on a big account and I would have won 1,000 shares there, this would have been $2,300 instead of 23. So it doesn't seem like much because I'm trading with a small amount, but if you can do what I if you do if you when you get to a big account, if you can do what I just did with 1,000 shares, then that's a big win. How's the SPY doing? I'm gonna check on the SPY. Ooh, the SPY. Ooh, little dumpski there, right there. It's 2-minute candle. Secretary says a strong dollar is good for America. I don't know where he's getting. I don't know where he's getting the idea that the dollar is strong right now, but doesn't make a lot of sense. And then bond rates rose to 1.6 or something like that. EYS halted again. Yeah, that's why I switched away. I saw it was getting halted. It got halted to the downside, but with buying. So again, I don't know where it's going to come out at, but there was 2 entries on this so far. There's not an entry now, but there was the first entry, the break of this U shape, getting in right there below that break, and then the second entry was this triangle. So this right here is not a good pattern. If you're still in and holding this, you're gonna want to be careful. But if you did not get in one of those 2 entry spots, then your entry was not a real good entry. But yeah, this will probably be a halt fest all day. There's a lot of volume on it. It's already hit. Yeah, it's already hit 114 million in volume. See, SPY's trying to hold up there. If the SPY doesn't hold up this, because that's the only thing that's holding it up right now, is this 9-day moving average at 383. If it can't hold that, if it breaks below that at any point, then we're going to see the SPY continue to drop. But I'm very interested in watching it today, because today it's pretty much going to be the day where we confirm that we're going to start dropping hard. You're saying you're saying, Michelle, if you bought right through there, or if you bought and it's halted right now, you don't know what the price is gonna be. That's scary. Yeah, that could be scary. But you know, you had all this time to try to get out of it before it dropped and halted right there. But out of this halt, it didn't really move. The price didn't change at all. So I wouldn't expect the price. I wouldn't expect it to gap down or gap up since it didn't do that either way. It didn't do that back here. It just halted and then opened right back up where it was at. Now it could continue to drop for sure, but I wouldn't expect much of a gap down or gap up. OPGN, possible U shape here at 3. I might try to go on this. I'm gonna go. Let's see if it can break for a new high today. Yeah, there we go, pushing up to 3. Let's see if it can break 3. Breaking 3 over 3. See if it keeps going. There we go, 304. There we go, nice little breakout. I'm going to take 10 off. I'll take 10 off just because it is looking a little sketchy. Pulling back below that $3 mark. See if it's got to break back over this 3 mark. If it keeps getting held up here. See, we got 30 seconds on this candle to close. It's looking like this could be a possible fake out breakout. I really don't like that upper shadow. Trying to give it enough time to try to push back up. Got 14 more seconds on this candle. Needs to hold up 290 here. Here we go. So, got close to breaking 3 again. It needs to break 3 real strong right here. It's going to keep moving. There we go. Now we need to see 3 start holding that support. Still struggling with 3, but 3 is starting to try to hold. Maybe not. We're getting a little ugly. Really struggling with this $3 area. There we go. Big buyers just stacked a bid at 3. They just all got taken out, so we're still struggling here with 3. Buyers are trying to hold it above 3. Let's see right here on this candle. This has got to be the break here. It starts coming back down in it all, it's not going to break. But if this candle can push up over 310, then we should be breaking out pretty nicely. So bids are starting to stack at 3. And buying's starting to come in now. Here we go. Here we go. Very nice. Up to 310. Still getting rejected there in the 310 area. I'm going to give it a shot to try to break that, but if it doesn't, there we go. We're breaking through 310. Very nice. Up to 315. Yeah, 315 again. I'm going to lock another 10 out. I don't know. I may have to get completely out if it doesn't break back over 310 here. .310 is acting as some resistance. Remember, we want $3 to hold the support. $3 starting to crack a little bit. And it's starting to curl over, which I don't like. I'm going to try to give it. It's still trying to hold this $3 support though. It did dip, but $3. Buyers trying to push it back up to 3. All over the place here. See 3 still holding as resistance some. Oh, if this candle here gets over this 308 area, this 306 area, this will be an engulfing candle, and this will probably rip some more. Yep, we got an engulfing candle so far. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Starting to push up. See if it can push for that high day at 315 or not. Breaking through 315. I'm going to go ahead and lock out 10. Another 10. So I got 10 more left. And let's see if it can keep running. All the way up to 320. Let's see where we got resistance at. 325 is going to be tough resistance. So the next profit target is going to be at 325 area. I think we can see at 325 area. if this buying momentum stays in here. But I would say there'll be a lot of sellers at 325. A little bit of a double top, maybe. So we did just hit a new high at 320, so we are getting a little selling, a little profit taken here. But as long as 310 is holding up as support, should be okay. I'd like to see 315 start holding as support, but right now 315 is still kind of acting as some resistance. Just looking at the trend line because it could come back down that trend line. $3 does not hold a support. I'm going to go ahead and get out. Ooh, you can see three with a quick crack there, back down to the trend line. I think this is running out of momentum. Well, there's some buyers there at 290 trying to hold it up. You see, we basically have come back down to the trend line at this point. So we want to see that trend line hold. But it really needs to get back above 3 here. There you go, starting to push back above 3, so that was a little profit taking candle there from running all the way up to 320. If this can continue to push up, we could be getting ready for another move. Oh, very nice up to 310. 310 still holding its resistance. If this candle closes over 310 and it's got 20 seconds to do it, then I think we'll be. Oh, if this becomes an engulfing candle on this big red candle, then this is really going to move. I wasn't expecting it on this candle to get up this high so far. This is real close to a big old engulfing candle. Yeah, look at here. Oh, nice. That did close as an engulfing candle. Let's see if buying continues to come in and push it in. Yeah, look at that. So I told you 325 is going to be tough resistance. Let's see if it can break 325 here. We're testing, and we're breaking through. Very nice. And getting a little ugly on that candle. I should have stuck to my profit target of that 325 for this last 10 shares. That 310 trying to hold up as support. Starting to push back up a little bit more. Again, let's see, we got 30 seconds on this candle to close. I want to see it close above 310. Oh, now it's starting to pull back again. Still trying to hold. Buyers are stacking at 310. 15 seconds for this candle to close. See, 310 keeps holding. May have another possible engulfing candle here if this breaks over 318. See, it got held up at 318 that time. There, yeah. Oh. Here we go. It's got to close. It's got to close over this 318 area. "30 seconds on this candle." And you see it's kind of struggling to try to get above that 318, the top of that red, the body of the red candle. Let's see here. Oh man, this is gonna. Oh, now it's starting to get hammered a little bit. So this is the little. Oh, look at here. See, it's trying to push back up to 325 again. See if it can do it. See if it can break 325 one more time. And maybe. Whoops. Here we go. There we go. Right through 3. Let's see if we hit a new high day. New high day. I'm going to lock it out here at that 330 area. New high day. So there we go. Another little win. Now I'm out of funds, but 3 for 3. Not too bad on a Monday. Not too bad. And it's still ripping. It's really got room all the way up to 350 at this point, but at this point you basically could play this trend line if you wanted to. It's climbing right up this trend line. The market's got some momentum back. Yeah, it's cause it's pretty much caused the stimulus bill. The House voted on or the Senate passed the stimulus bill, so everybody, a lot of investors think that the stimulus bill is going to be good for the economy, and then like Texas is opening back up, which Texas is one of the largest economies in the world. I think in the world it ranks like 10th or 11th or something like that. It's pretty high up there, and it's just a state. But with stimulus and uh, states opening back up, there is some positive sentiment in the market. But I don't know if that's going to be positive enough sentiment to overweigh the inflation that we're heading towards. I mean, we were already seeing inflation, but we could be seeing hyperinflation or a little more inflation. We could be seeing stagflation, which is not the greatest either. But I highly doubt we're going to see deflation. Plus, it's a Monday. You know, another thing. Everybody. It's called Money Monday for a reason, because everybody is always excited to get back to trading and trying to make some money. So even in a down market, Mondays usually are still at least decent. But I think this positive sentiment and stuff, I don't think it's enough. And you can see we're still in the downtrend. Until this downtrend breaks, the market is more than likely going to keep dropping. Is ears going to run like eyes? I mean, it's I don't know. Eyes had good PR. Eyes had FDA approval on Friday. So that's part of the reason why it ran so big. Ears does not have any PR at all. So there's not really a reason for it to run. You do have a bit of a flag here. If I switch this to a 5 minute, yeah, you can see, well, it's kind of a flag. Let me go back out a little further and see. Let's look at a 10 minute. Yeah, okay, so there you can see the flag better on the 10 minute. So it could get a pop. It could get a pop out of this flag on the 10 minute chart. Right now, it doesn't look like it's going to with this inverted hammer candle. But this is a 10 minute chart, so we won't know how this candle's going to close until about 4.5 more minutes. But it needs to hold up as 385. If it starts dropping below 385, then it's not going to break out at all. Yeah, and there it's cracking now. So more than likely, no, I don't think ears is going to run like eyes unless ears get some good PR. Right now, it just doesn't really have a reason to move. It's got a little volume, but it is bullish. It is above all indicators, which is nice. So, I mean, it could get some moves up. You do have do have quite a bit of resistance in that 440 to 450 area, and then $5, of course, is always going to be resistance. But I mean, we could see some moves on it in the next couple of days. Let's see, is the SPY coming back up more? Okay, no, it's not. Oh, OPGN with a nice breakout actually. Body part Monday. Yeah, I was talking to John Zadar over the weekend about a few things, and he was saying what he's been noticing is the retail traders like on Reddit and pretty much a lot of social media, they like to trade ticker symbols that spell words or that sound cool. So eyes, it's a word. GameStop, GME, which I mean is basically game. So they like game. AMC is not really a word, but it is a movie theater name. So AMC Theaters, AMC ticker symbol. Rocket Mortgage, RKT Rocket. They like the ticker symbols with some with words behind it. I don't know. But yeah, Body Part Monday. Well, I'm surprised the SPY is pushing up like it is. I really thought it was going to drop, especially back through here, but NYC schools are set to open. See the market watch. Yeah, a lot of green. Start the QQQ as well. QQQ's downtrend is right here, so it's got a ways to get to break the downtrend as well. It's just holding on to this 100-day moving average. Yeah, I'm very skeptical of all of this. I really think this is a bull trap. The SPY's pushing up, trying to push up to the downtrend, but I really think I think it's a bull trap. I think this may be, it may come up here and try to test the downtrend line today. But I think once it tests it, then it'll turn around and start selling off. But I could be wrong. But I said this last week. If the stimulus bill passed, then we could see the market rebound some, and we've seen it start to rebound. But I'm still very skeptical on it trying to make a move and breaking out of this downtrend. I don't think it's enough good. I don't think it's enough good good news to get it going, but it could be wrong. Who knows? Only time will tell. See what else we got going on here. Jagex with a nice little climb up. OPTT with a little climb up. That doesn't look good. Rocket making a little rebound there. GameStop's just going sideways. Let's see, I want to check and see how gold's doing. If gold's back, let's see, gold looks pretty red today. But it's because interest rates, the yield rates, bond yield rates are up. It makes gold go down, but it's such a see, crypto stocks are all trying to push up, but crypto's rebounding pretty nice. Bitcoin breaking over 50,000. Back over 50,000 over the weekend, and a lot of the altcoins made some nice moves. Nice little rebound moves. Let's see, where's Bitcoin at right now? Let me see here. Yeah, Bitcoin up to over 51,000. So it seems to me, and of course this can change on a dime, but it seems to me a lot more investors are trying to hedge with cryptos than they are gold and silver, which is not normal. But I think because of the high bond yield rates, it's causing people to stay away from gold and silver, which I'm fine with. If gold and silver keeps going down and gets cheaper and cheaper, I'm gonna be buying more and more. I don't care. But I think that's what is pushing I think that's what's pushing cryptos up, is more and more investors are trying to get in. And the more research I do into the cryptos and blockchains, man, it's incredible stuff. This episode of Abnormal Investing that's about to come out, I'm gonna finish it today and get it posted. Take a look at an interesting altcoin that has some really cool stuff. Good morning, Brian. But the only trades I'm seeing, really, the only ones that are worth probably getting in is probably EYS and OPGN, because everything else is just a little sketchy. I can see a SPY get running into some, let's see, almost up to the downtrend line, and look at this pressure. Selling pressure. Look. Oh yeah, here's the other thing too. We started out with a good bit of selling. Buying was staying equal in there, but if you look at these volume bars, buying is slowly decreasing on the SPY. If buying continues to slowly decrease and then selling volume starts picking up, we're going to start dropping. We're going to start a dump ski. This is going to be a bull trap. It's going to be a fake out breakout basically. And you see it's starting to come down a little bit, but that's a nice little curl there. God, what did Yellen say? Oh my God. Oh, why do we have these people in Congress? This is such a dumb statement from the Treasury Secretary. The pandemic has had an extremely unfair impact on women's income and employment opportunities. The pandemic had an extremely unfair impact on everybody but Walmart, Amazon, Target, and Facebook and Google. Not just women. Like when you lock the whole entire globe down, it's not going to be just women who's unfairly impacted. It's going to be everybody, because everybody went through the pandemic. Thoughts on Tesla is if with the market. This is what I'm talking about. The market right now. My thoughts on Tesla is I would be watching the SPY and not watching Tesla, because if the SPY dumps off here today, then Tesla's going to continue to dump. Like the overall market is on very, very thin ice right now. I think Tesla's got to come down some more. What did you think? 620. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely some resistance there in that 620, but like I said, the overall market is sketchy right now. So if the market continues to drop, I mean, right now it is moving up. But like I said, you can see the buying volume is decreasing and the selling volume is starting to pick up a little bit. And this market could easily turn around. If this market starts turning around, then Tesla's going to drop more than it already is. So this downtrend line is the important line. Get out of here. And if you draw a downtrend on Tesla as well, this is a pretty sharp downtrend. So even if it does try to get back over 620, I mean, you got it, Just look at this. This is the same thing I was talking about the other day on the SPY, or is on QQQ, where you've got all this resistance ahead of it, and then you've got air. So more than likely, probability wise, Tesla has a better chance of dropping all the way down to 520 than breaking through all of this. Now it could. It did break through it there and there on those two candles, but they ended up closing way back down below the downtrend line. But I'd say basically at this point, it all depends on the SPY. Or QQQ, either one. QQQ, I think, is the Dow, and the SPY is S&P 500. You said you missed my response on Tesla? Let's take a look at it again. So, it is in an uptrend here currently. You do have that upward trend line intraday. But on the daily chart, the 1 year daily chart, it's still in a downtrend. And like I said, I'm concerned about the overall market. Which, if the overall market starts turning around, then Tesla will turn around as well. What are you talking about, One Life? Oh, I mean, yeah. If like maybe like One Life saying, if you're trying to hold Tesla for long term, then I wouldn't even care about what it's doing on the intraday. But if you're talking about day trading Tesla, it's gonna be a little sketchy. Well, I don't know too. Depends on your position. I mean, if you bought Tesla at 900 and you're still holding for long term now, you probably should. That's a rough. That's pretty rough. I don't know if I'd hold it down $400, but only today. Okay. I mean, just play the trend line. You like you said, you got the uptrend, but I'm very skeptical of this positive market that we're getting right here out the gate. It's a lot of signs. I guess decreasing buying volume. There's a lot of signs that this is not going to be a green day. I have a feeling. I mean, there's still a lot of time left in the day. Anything can happen, but I just have a feeling that we're going to see the market turn red today. OPG, yeah, yeah. Well, see, OPGN just bounced off this trend line, so you could have played the trend line, got in right there in that 330 area on this candle here after it confirmed the trend line. But yeah, it is curling up, so you can play it like a U shape. I mean, that is a U shape as well. And basically, I'd say 365. Because you can see that candle got hit at 365, and then back here, the 365 area held up as support. I think the break of that's when you could see it start to push up. But it needs to break that 365 soon if it's going to continue this U shape. If it doesn't, then it's going to come back down on the trend line. And you see SPY starting to get a little sketchy. You bet me it won't turn red? You're brave, One Life. You're brave. Like I said, it is possible that the SPY could make a rebound, but you know the moment it got close to this downtrend, you can see it got slammed. So there's gonna be all kinds of selling at this downtrend. And it very well easily could just hold up in this area and just kind of go sideways the rest of the day. But I think it could very easily turn red. And look, a little while ago, Apple was the only red stock on here pretty much. Now we got BABA, Nvidia. What the hell? What is going on? Go away. Go away. Why is it doing this? Is everybody else is doing this? You bet your life on it? Boy, you... Shut up. Shut up with the beeping. Yeah, jackpot, right? Hold on a second. Let me see. I'm gonna blank this real quick so I can see what the hell's going on. Okay, there it goes. Never mind. Alright, well that was scary. But, you know, I'm out of funds. Went 3 for 3 today. I will give the stream about 10 minutes here if you guys have any more questions, suggestions, questions, suggestions, or ideas. Go ahead and get those in. You think that See, I wouldn't. I don't want to take the. I don't want to take the bet because there's a lot more room. It's got to go down. I mean, it's got to drop $4 to turn red. And like I said, it could just start going sideways, and then we just stay right there, and then it just stays a green little candle. Like the like that's some like me saying the SPY is gonna turn red today. As far as the probabilities go, that's lower probability because when I'm not looking when I'm talking about the SPY and QQQ going to drop real hard. I'm not looking for it to do it today necessarily. All I'm looking to see is if this show of strength that we've got is enough for the market to turn around, and so far it's not looking that way. So I'm not gonna take that bet one life that this candle will turn red. Although it very well, I don't know. It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. It's like the feds can manipulate and do things. But I do think it's going to drop more. I think 387 was the high of the day. I don't see us getting any higher than that. No, because the market has it wrong, One Life. That's the problem. The market has it wrong. What they've baked in is not what is actually going on. For whatever reason that they think that the stimulus or any of this stuff is going to matter. If you look, like I said, if you look at the whole big picture of what's going on with the economy, the feds are not going to. I've been talking about it. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't need to keep repeating myself, but the market has it wrong. And the moment that the market realizes that they have it wrong, then we're going to see a pretty nice drop. But that's what I'm talking about. The overall investors in the market, Wall Street has it wrong. That's what I'll say. Not the market, not just random investors or anything, but Wall Street has it wrong. Because I just don't see any way that the economy is going to magically recover with all the damage that's been done to it just because it opens back up. I mean, there's the recent jobs report that we got where we got 370,000 jobs for February. Well, majority of those jobs were service jobs. So they were bartenders and servers. There was only, I think, around like 5,000 or 7,000, something like that, of manufacturing jobs in that job report. Well, if everybody's going back to work, but they're going back to work in the service sector and we don't have any manufacturing jobs or we have very few, that means that we are buying products from other countries. And we don't have any money to buy products from other countries. We need to be making the products ourselves here, and we're not. So we're being pushed into a service economy when we're trying to recover from the global lockdown and pandemic. A service economy is not going to hold up. We need to be manufacturing all the stuff we're buying. And we are not. Well, the last 4 years there was some manufacturing that came back to America. All right, but they're getting pushed out again. And then also we joined OPEC again, which OPEC is not the best thing for oil prices. And oil prices are probably going to go up. I mean, gas is already going up. The oil commodity has been going up. I'm telling you, the writing's on the wall. The writing is on the wall. Like I said, today it could turn green, but I highly doubt it's going to break this downtrend today. And when it doesn't break this downtrend today, you're going to see the rest of the week we're going to go red. But I could be wrong. But at some point though, the market's going to have to turn around. And QQQ looks worse than the SPY does. QQQ is almost already turned red. Why what? Oh, look at there. See, QQQ just turned red as I was saying that. Why are you asking me why? Oh, you're messing with me now? Okay. I was gonna say, because I can go through it all again, but I mean I've been saying it the last, pretty much the last month and a half. I've been saying we were heading for the pullback that we got. Like I was pretty certain that we were going to get this pullback down to the 100-day moving average, and we did get it. No, this is strange. The S&P 500 is moving up, but QQQ is going down. Oh no, QQQ is trying to push up. I don't think the SPY is going to be able to break. Let's see here. Let's watch the SPY right here. Let's see if it can make a new high or if it gets pushed down. Because it's very close to making a new high. And you can see the selling pressure. Selling pressure is keeping it down. But buying volume is slowly increasing right now at the moment on the SPY. But if it doesn't make a new high, I would say that's game over for the day. I'd say we'd be selling off the rest of the day. This is his chance to prove me wrong. I'm not watching it like a penny stock. These are I'm watching it like what it is, like the overall market. These are key levels. And guess what we've started now on today so far? We started a slight downtrend now. Yeah, I mean, I can switch it to a 15-minute chart. It's still going to be the same thing that I'm talking about. Right? You can see right there. There's the downtrend. And we're still quite a ways below it. And every time that the SPY has tried to push up over these areas, it gets pushed right back down. There's a ton of selling pressure above where it's at in the price. And and you can see here how the volume is decreasing on the SPY. Like I said, we could go sideways today. I think that's what's going to happen today. I'm starting to feel like we're going to have a sideways day for the rest of the day, and then the drops will start happening tomorrow. Whoops. But I'm not looking at like one candle just because I'm looking at the 2-minute chart. I'm looking at the overall picture. I don't know if the VIX moving down is a good thing or not. And the VIX is volatility. And if we're not having volatility to the upside and we have no volatility, then that's not really a good thing. Well, Facebook started turning red. Starting to see a few more of these big name stocks, these large caps starting to turn red. Microsoft is starting to turn. It's turned very, very close. Google as well is starting to get darker. And just because there's not volatility right now in the VIX doesn't mean that volatility can't come in if everybody starts dumping. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Who knows? But I'm pretty bearish still for the near future. But there's no telling today. There's no telling today exactly what's going to happen yet. But it does. To me, I think we're going to start to turn around from here. Now let's look at all the stocks. EYES still selling off at the moment. Volume decreasing on it. GameStop has been climbing, and I'm not really going to count that towards anything because that's Reddit nonsense. See, OPGN cracked that trend line. Volume starting to decrease there. And those are our highest volume stocks. Let's see, ANCN, volume dead on that. A little bit of volume there. A little bit of volume there. Yeah, so we'll see. The day's not over yet. You can't tell me to take the L now. The day's not even over. We still, I mean, it's only 11 a.m. Eastern. There's still more than half a day left. Let's revisit it tomorrow and see where the market closes at before we start handing out L's and stuff. How about that? You're jumping the gun way too quick. But I like the enthusiasm. I would say at this point I'd be careful with any of your day trading while the market's a little sketchy if you're still trading. Um, I mean we've had some decent moves on a couple of stocks, but like the SPY looks okay, but QQQ is the one that's really making me more concerned. It's just a mixed market at the moment, and you can see it with QQQ is going sideways. The SPY is trying to move up. It's trying to continue to move up, but you can just see all this selling pressure. Yeah, well, I think everybody will be like that, Mark. I think if Bitcoin shoots up to 100,000, and you've been holding it since 20,000, uh, I'd say a lot of people are going to be tempted to take some profit off of it, even if they are holding it for the long term. Then it'd be the QQQ follows the Nasdaq. I think I said the Dow earlier, but it's the Nasdaq. Yeah, yeah, it follows the Nasdaq. So you're basically saying the Nasdaq my ass. Like I said, we'll revisit this tomorrow during the live stream, and we'll see who was right. I'll bet you a cupcake. How about that one, life? Because it may not. Like I said, right now you have a better chance of winning because the market is green, and if it just trades sideways, then you win. If it goes up, you win. The only way that I could win this bet is if the market cracks pretty hard and drops below 382. And it'd be hard to take that bet with the market possibly going sideways. Daniel B, you were bearish Friday. How are you now not bearish? Are you bullish now? Boy, we're never gonna let this t-shirt thing die down, are we? This is gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. I wear two t-shirts. I don't always wear two t-shirts. I mean, it did. I mean, the market did rebound nicely on Friday after that huge drop, but it rebounded and closed right below the 9 moving average. Like that's not a sign of a bullish market right there. And I even said too, if the Senate passed that bill, that the market would come back up. That's what we're seeing right now is the stimulus bill making investors feel safe. But they're not going to feel safe for much longer, I can tell you that. If bond rates keep rising, then it's not good. The path of least resistance is down, One Life. We already went through this. I went through it the other day where there's all this resistance ahead. The path of least resistance is for this thing to come down. Which is starting to curl over right now. But we'll see. We can sit here and debate about it all day long. It doesn't matter until end of the day. So let's wait. Like I said, we'll revisit it tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But I can see the chart. I'm not talking about the chart. I'm talking about the many underlying issues of the economy that is very close to causing a currency crash and housing market crash and stock market crash. There's everything's a huge bubble right now, and it's kind of getting pricked. And printing another 1.9 trillion sounds good short term, but long term, it's not good. I'm talking about the Amish fruit market. Yeah, the Amish fruit market is doomed. They are absolutely doomed right now. There's no way that they're going to recover. Those poor guys. I'm not How am I flip-flopping? I've been bearish for a month. Well, actually a month and a half. I've been saying that I think the market's going to keep coming down. And I still think it is. I mean, we're still in a downtrend. And like I said, until this downtrend breaks, the market only has down to go. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I could be wrong. I'm not right all the time. I could be very wrong. There's no telling with the Feds. It's hard to bet. Like I said, like I was saying last year, and you guys were agreeing with me when we were coming back up from the big drop. Don't bet against the Feds, and I didn't bet against the Feds all the way up through here until now, because now I'm concerned the Feds don't know what they're doing. This current downtrend, what do you mean? This downtrend right here. This is a downtrend. Yeah, overall the stock market's in an uptrend, but overall the stock market's been in an uptrend for 50,000 years since the stock market come out. So I mean, look at it, like, see, uptrend. The last at least 30 years, the stock market has been in an uptrend. I'm not saying the market's going to crash all the way back way down here or anything. All I'm saying is this current downtrend that we're in on this max chart, if it doesn't break over, then we've got air all the way down to this 350 area. Like overall, yeah, we're in an uptrend. It's the overall stock market. The stock market overall, over time, continues to go up as businesses grow and companies grow and the GDP and everything grows. But short term right now, we are in a downtrend. I'll take the L tomorrow if we see that the market didn't turn red. All right? Let's wait. Like I said, there's plenty of time today. Plenty of time. A lot could still happen, so there's no reason to get too excited at the moment. So, all right, guys. Flip flop. You're on one today. You're on one. You need to moderate yourself. Put yourself in timeout right now, Mr. Moderator Man. I sound like Kramer. I don't know what Kramer's saying. I don't listen to Kramer, so I don't know what he's saying right now. But I don't really care what he's saying. But alright, guys, I think I'm going to call it a day. It looks like it could be a sideways market, more than likely, as stocks are starting to go sideways pretty much. Well, GameStop's still getting some hype, so that may be where some plays are, but everything else kind of looking like it's dying off. But we will be back tomorrow. I need sound effects. We will be back tomorrow. I appreciate everybody joining me as always. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Till next time.